Hello, this is Todd Luck with a quick news update on the latest novels from Edgar Rice Burroughs Inc. And so, The Monster Men, the classic Edgar Rice Burroughs novel, is getting new printing, and there's going to be a brand new sequel by Josh Reynolds called The Return of the Monster Men, and both feature brand new, absolutely gorgeous painted covers by Brian LeBlanc. So, yes, indeed, the creator of Tarzan and John Carter of Mars did write a novel called Monster Man. And in that novel, a scientist goes to a jungle island to try to create artificial men. And of course, things don't quite go as planned, and they end up being monster men. And while the monster men are scary, the humans who made them can be even scarier. And so Edgar Rice Burroughs has never met a subject matter he couldn't turn into a jungle adventure, but this is a really cool story. There's a great comic strip adaptation of it on edgarriceburroughs.com, and it mixes jungle adventure and horror together in a really interesting type of way. And the book also has a great bonus feature, which is the original draft of The Resurrection of Jimberjaw, a short story by Edgar Rice Burroughs, which is also another great comic strip on edgarriceburroughs.com. And so the actual published story was drastically changed. So this is a very rare opportunity to see what that first draft was like. The only other time it's been published is in a super rare hardcover, so it's really cool that this is being included. And then there's the new Hotness, the return of the Monster Men. And so, yes, this is going to be based on the comics. This is going to expand what we saw in the Monster Men comics from American mythology, and it's also going to continue that story and hopefully give us a satisfying conclusion, or at least get us a little bit further in the saga. And I gotta tell you, the comics were a great jumping on point, right? I didn't even know the novel existed before I picked them up, and I was fine. And so I suspect this novel is going to be the same thing. So if you don't want to read the original, you can just jump right in, and this will be a great self-contained story. But that original is also going to be really good if you want to pick that up too. And this new novel has the survivors from the original adventure returning to the island because they think that one of the monsters may have survived. And they find out that, as you can see from the cover, yes, something did survive, and it's not on the island alone. And so there is a backup novelette for this one as well. It's going to be called Weird Worlds Dead on Venus. And so Weird Worlds is a new series of stories that they're doing involving an airship that goes to other planets using a dimensional portal. And it's just looking to explore what's out there. And it ends up on Venus in this story. And in the original Venus novels, Edgar Rice Burroughs actually had a villain who could animate the dead, right? He had all these undead servants, and they're going to encounter that on Venus. And so this is the second Weird World backup story that they've had. The first one was in the excellent novel Land That Time Forgot, Fortress Primeval. And yes, all the Weird World backup stories are done by Mike Wolfer. And these two novels will be available in softcover, hardcover, and collector's edition from edgarriceburroughs.com. And presumably there will probably also be an audiobook and Kindle just like normal. But one change from previous releases is it doesn't appear that they're going to include trading cards with the regular editions that you get from edgarriceburroughs.com. It looks like instead that they're going to only include trading cards with the collector's edition. So if you want those exclusive cards, you got to get the collector's editions. And so these look like two really good books. I've really enjoyed their new novels lately. And of course, I almost always enjoy anything from Edgar Rice Burroughs himself. So anyway, the pre-orders are up on edgarriceburroughs.com right now. And these two novels are expected to ship in October of this year. All right, guys, like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see ya.